Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And in this part, we are actually going to come in here, and we are actually going to do this dungeon. And wow, I just realized something which I had never realized before, and that's that they have like the symbols of the different medallions and stuff over the doorway, over the entrance to this place. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get into one of the... I say this about every dungeon, but one of the greatest dungeons in Zelda history, because I feel like all of the dungeons in this game are the greatest dungeons in Zelda history. They're just so good. Basically, what you can expect from this one is that it's kind of like... Do you know what it reminds me the most of, actually? Like, in Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, like the parts where you're oh, okay, don't come near me. I'm just here looking at my touchscreen, Mr. Whatever Tremors worm. Whoa, 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 whoa! Get out of there, Link! No, 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 no! Yeah, so that's pretty much a good demonstration of what's going to happen here. In case you couldn't have figured that out yourself, you're basically reckoning with a lot of sand. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, and here everything is smooth and soft and smooth. I wish that I could just wish away my feelings. I wish that I could just wish away the sand. I'm haunted by the sand. Sand people! I kill the men and the women and the children. Sorry, what I was saying was, and I think what it wants us to do maybe is turn into a wolf. Maybe, because I'm lighter. Do I just not know how to do this dungeon, is it? Is that what's going on here? Well, apparently we're figuring it out. Whatever it is we're supposed to do here. But, it's not going to necessarily going easy. It's not going to let us take the easy way out. Do I not have to get up here? I thought that was like going to trigger like the oh no, that's what's going to trigger that. Okay. Now I got you. Okay. Sorry, there's like a lot of like figuring. Oh, he's like a cute little baby skeleton. There's like a lot of like figuring out that I'm going to be doing here, basically, because just like with the other dungeons, I haven't done this in many years, so yeah, so get ready pretty much for some pain probably. Now, the puzzles aren't going to test you that much, you know, they're all figure-outable, I guess. But I think, like, one of the main things, if I remember correctly, is that the wolf doesn't sink as quickly into the sand, so that's going to be your main, you're going to be swapping a lot between, like, the wolf and Link, which I suppose makes sense, because, like, this is the first dungeon where you're able to do that, really. When I think about it now, like, I hadn't thought about it like that before, but this is the first dungeon where, oh, these bugs aren't helping. They're like that one scene in the Mummy where, like, the bugs, where the bugs, like, come out, all the scarabs come out and eat those people alive. But yeah, what was I saying? I need my lantern. Excuse me. It's the first dungeon since you've received the ability to actually swap between your human form and your wolf form. So it stands to reason that they'd, like, that they'd make pretty much, like, a big deal out of it. Probably going to try and make use of the spin attack as much as possible here. Just to be able to take these guys out and to get us out of some, like, difficult situations, I guess, as well. I'm already, like, hemorrhaging health here. Crazily enough. But yeah, what I was saying was that this dungeon reminds me a lot of like some of the areas that are in Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, like that one like underground sort of like temple area where you play as the girl. It's like one of the first areas in the game, really, pretty much. But it's really like, that's what it reminds me of. It's like this kind of like real foreboding, haunted, ancient temple atmosphere. It's so cool. You've got to love it. Well, it seems like a straight enough shot straight to the end, isn't it? Except no, it's not. You're going to see something that's pretty much borrowed straight out of the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time's book, if that makes sense. Because just like in that game, or just like in that temple or dungeon, these Poes are going to take the are going to seal off the next area of the game, and they're going to fuck off to like a couple of different like quadrants, and they're like not regular Poes, they're like these big ones that look like the liches in Final Fantasy 12 or something like that, pretty much. And you're pretty much just going to have to seek them out, just like the Poe sisters in the Forest Temple. And wouldn't you know it, there's 20 Poe souls. Seek them out, just like the Poe sisters in the Forest Temple. Recover the flame. And once we've got the 4 of them, that's pretty much the end of the dungeon. Well, not the end, but it's like practically like the end of the dungeon. I'm just gonna sniff this corpse here. Y'all forget the scent of Ilia and learn the scent of sweet death, or whatever. Embrace death's sweet release. It's quite cool actually, because like it shows you then like where all the 4 Poes went. But I have a feeling like that this is the room that has the piece of heart in it as well. I think it's like up there or something. But anyway, we'll worry about that another time. For now, let's just get this show on the road with our with the Poe hunting here. What it is actually really like as well, this game, is the or not this game, this dungeon, is King Wraithwall's tomb. I never really thought of it in relation to that before, but it's like very, very similar atmosphere to that as well. Another one of like my favorite areas in a video game. But that being said, like Final Fantasy 12 is one of the other games that has an amazing atmosphere. Like there are very few games that are as impressive as Final Fantasy 12. So which way did he go? Okay, so he went up there. However, we're supposed to do that. I must say, being able to like so quickly swap between being a human and being a wolf is a godsend. Like on having the Wii U gamepad and just being able to oh, hello there, Mr. Stalfos. Oh, you're more like a re-dead. I'm seriously like, I'm just like straight up going to die here. Get out of there, Link. There must be like an easy way to get these. Oh, bombs, isn't it? Surely bombs is the way to go. Well, no, because that's not a Stalfos, that's a re-dead. Don't conflate the two. Stalfos and re-dead have been like struggling with that, with people misconstruing their identity for many a generation. So it's up to us to do our best to change that. Oh, maybe I could actually think of just using this, if that's a thing we can do. Pretty much is. It's a bit of a stretch, to be honest, though. Like, you'd be forgiven for not seeing that. Is this the does this dungeon like introduce enemies that you can't see, or not introduce it, but are there rats that you can't see without being a wolf in this game as well? I have a feeling like there are. We'll go this way first. I don't really know my way around this dungeon, but that being said, like I have faith in the fact that this game is like so well designed that you'll pretty much be able to like figure it out. I don't know like what the trick is to when you're able to hit these guys and when you just go through them. Is it like when they're going to attack you? Yeah. That's when they become corporeal, your incorporealness. We're going to lay you to rest. Because we're on a baby hunt. And don't think we don't know how to weed you out. They just look funny when they like dissipate like that. It's just hilarious to me. So yeah, it is a beautiful like can I like smell this as well? Oh, that's just the smell of him. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, a nice relaxing Sunday drive, speeding down the highway at 200 miles an hour, dodging blah 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 blah. Whatever it is that he says. Can we not just like bomb this? Lamp oil, rope, bombs? Oh, I guess I know what I have to do. I have to like push this thing back. Is it? Because if I push it back, then then maybe the hole will be on the other side, but the hole will also be closed up there. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to like leave it for later, because I think what you can do is later on when sorry, is this not like the right way to push this thing? Oh, this way. Okay. I think what you can do later on is you actually get to like come up through the upper area. I think I can just do that right now, actually, because there's a door right there. But yeah, it's a lovely, like, it's actually way nicer today than it was yesterday. The weather is a lot less unpredictable. Today is like a really nice sunny Sunday. So I'm after like cutting my losses, and I'm after pushing the towel up. Yeah, sure enough, here's that same room. But now the gap is here. But we also have the key. There we go. So yeah, it's not like, remember, I'm recording this pretty much the same the day straight after the last videos that I recorded, the ones where we visited Gerudo Desert for the first time. Is there like no way that I can predict that these are going to come up? Or maybe I'm doing that like right now and I don't notice it. Also, one thing that I have to do is like stop using like the A attack for everything in this game. It's like a really bad habit. Like I do it all the time and it's just like not great, you know? So yeah, it's like a far more kind of predictable day than it was. Okay, tremors, you're just going to come all the way up here to attack me. The weather isn't as would you decide whether you actually want to attack me or not? It's like they keep going away and I'm like, okay, well there's no point in going after them. And then like they just come like straight back again, being a pain in my neck. But what was I saying? I was like saying something. Oh yeah, the weather is an awful lot nicer now than it was in like yesterday. Like yesterday, as I was saying when I was recording those videos, it was pretty much like just on again, off again, like every half an hour, like sunshine and rain. And at least like now today it's just like consistently quite bright with sunny spells. I'm actually going to kill you because you're like an easy enemy. And you might give me hearts, which like I am like lacking at the moment. Like I feel like I'm at risk of dying. Just because I keep like doing stupid things. Like just because I keep like not like paying attention to what I'm doing. I definitely think that like this game it pushes you a lot more than Wind Waker does. Like Wind Waker, like it's you saw from like the 3 hour run I did, like of the HD Wind Waker, and like that was hardly even difficult, you know. Like there was very little like difference playing the regular version of that game to playing it as like a 3 hour run or whatever. But this game, it doesn't like pull its punches as much as Wind Waker does. So you'll have a lot more work to do, pretty much. You're going to be like another one of them. I wonder, can you do... No, I was going to like say, I wonder, can you do the Mortal Draw on him? But I don't think that's a very good idea. What other weapons do I have? Is this the enemy that the boomerang miraculously works on? No. One of these days, there's going to be like an enemy that the boomerang works on, and I'm going to feel like a fool. I think like I was going to say like I think that's the only way to do it, is just like hit them, dodge out of the way, and then at least you always have time to escape from their death scream, from their perish song or whatever. Probably like think of like finishing off the video soon enough. I think I will when I like get back to that central room. The screen is just going like all jiggy with it. What the hell? I'm not... Maybe I am in Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, because that's what it feels like right about now. Is there like nothing in here? It's probably just bullshit. It almost feels like I'm in Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem with the way the camera is going crazy. Okay, what are you gonna make me do here, game? That, like, game is just, like, one of the like, I say, like, it's, like, underrated, but it isn't really. Oh, there's, like, a load of you guys. It's, like, 10 little Indians or whatever. That was a lot, like, easier than the way I have been fighting them, so I think I'm just, like, going to try that in future. Get out of there, Link. This is, like, a place where I could very easily die if they decide to attack me. Just get out of here and save. Oh, that really put me through my paces just a little bit. I say, like, underrated, but it isn't really. Like, I don't think you can call it underrated, because anybody who does rate it rates it highly. I think it's just a game that, like, is, Whoa, yeah, I knew it. I knew there were going to be, like, invisible enemies. These, like, little rats. I feel like it's not, like, underrated from the perspective that, like, it, anybody who does rate it rates it highly, but I feel like it's kind of, like, unsung, I think, is, like, is the word I'm looking for. Because, like, I feel like it doesn't, like, people talk about Resident Evil a lot, and people talk about, like, about Silent Hill a lot and things like that, but, like, Eternal Darkness doesn't get mentioned in the same breath as those two, which, to be honest, I feel like it should. But anyway, maybe that's, like, a discussion for a different day. I'm going to chill up here on the chandelier. Whoa, how often do we get that kind of close-up of Link's visage? But Thank you very much for watching the first part of Arbiter's Grounds, which is what this place is called, and I haven't said it yet. I will see you next time. Bye now.